Welcome to this week's edition of Matucci's at Home, Cooking with Corey. This week we're doing something fun for you, doing our house-made spaghetti and meatballs with our quinoa and meatballs, roasted marinara. It's going to be accompanied with a house-made mini baguette, garlic butter, and a full miso salad. All right, first thing you want to do is let your meatball mix first thaw out. It's probably going to take about 20-30 minutes, maybe slightly longer. And then we're going to open our bag, take our meatball mix, put it into a container, dispose of our bag, and then we're going to shape our meatballs. There's about enough for about 16. You can make them bigger, smaller, that's up to you. You can also do this in a pan and pan sear them and then braise them with the sauce. For you today, I'm going to do them on a sheet pan in an oven at 350 degrees for about 20-25 minutes, depending on how big you make them. We have all of our meatballs shaped. We're going to put it in our preheated oven at 350 degrees for about 20-25 minutes. All right, it's been about 20-25 minutes. We're going to check our meatballs now, and they are delicious. Look at that, nice golden on them. In the box, you're going to have our spaghettini, our roasted marinara, 2 containers of basil, our garlic butter, a regular butter, some pecorino, and a little bit of olive oil, and a mini baguette. Before you put the meatballs in the oven, you're actually going to want to get a pot on, get it to a boil. So once you get the meatballs in, it's at a nice boil. We're going to add our sea salt, enough to where it tastes like the ocean. You want that nice saltiness to soak into your pasta. And next we're going to add our spaghetti. We're going to cook this for 8-9 minutes. Now we have our pasta going, we're going to get our sauce warming. We're going to take a medium-sized pan, medium-high heat, add in our roasted marinara. We're going to bring this to a nice simmer. Once it comes to a simmer, we're going to add half of our pecorino, butter, and 1 of our basils to it. All right, now our sauce is at a simmer. We're going to add butter to it, some fresh basil, and probably about 2 tablespoons of pecorino. And give that a nice mix. We're going to reduce our heat down to a low simmer. And check our pasta. You always want to make sure you give it a nice stir so it doesn't clump in it. Pasta's looking great. All right, after you drain your pasta, you're going to put it in a bowl, add the olive oil, give it a nice mix so it doesn't stick together. You always want to do this after, never with it while it's boiling, because that doesn't do anything for you. This will keep it from sticking. And then from here, we're going to add our meatballs into our sauce. We're going to let these simmer for a couple minutes. Make sure they're nice and hot again. And then we're going to plate. When we plate, we can toss in our pasta to the sauce and the meatballs, or you can put a nice pile of pasta on your plate and as much sauce and meatballs as you'd like on top. Look at that, delicious. It's so good. Made my mouth water. And with our baguette, you're going to want to cut it in half. Make sure the butter is nice and soft. And we're going to spread it on both sides. Put it in the oven at 350 for about 5 minutes until golden brown.